Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kari, and if this outfit looks familiar, that's because I just finished filming my US vacation book haul video, and so I have 40 new books. If you haven't seen that video yet, I'll put it up here. But anyway, I'm here today because I want to start filming more casual style videos, like not switching only to casual videos, of course, but integrating them into my channel. And so I thought a first fun casual video I could do would be to film a post book haul, putting all my new books on my library shelves. As you can see, I have a pretty extensive library. I thought it'd be fun to put all my new books, my 40 new books that I got on vacation, onto my shelves together. If you're interested in this kind of thing, definitely let me know in the comments. I mean, I don't want to do it if nobody cares, but yeah, I thought it would be really fun to just put all my new books on the shelves and show you a bit how I organize my library and just spend a little bit of time together in my library today. So if that sounds interesting, stick around. Let's start putting away all my 40 new books I got this vacation. So here's what I'm working with, all 40 books that I got on vacation in the US this summer. Again, if you want more details, check out that book haul video, but let's get them up into the library, shall we? So just to give you a little rundown of my library, over here I have classics, books about France, more classics right here, travel books, non-fiction, literary fiction, horror and thriller, graphic novel, manga. In general, I mean, there's some discrepancies, so like I have my Penguin Clothbound Classics, I have my Penguin English Library down here, Miku. Hi Miku. I do organize my library by author last name, so like the non-fiction is all organized by author last name, the literary fiction is organized by author last name, same thing, thriller and horror. The cloth bounds clearly are not in alphabetical order, they're by rainbow. However, the Penguin English Libraries, they are in author alphabetical order. So that's the general vibe of my library. So here we have all the literary fiction. This is going to be annoying to sort because I go from A up here, Andre Aciman, all the way down to Yanagihara down here. As you can see, it fits perfectly. I don't have any more space for literary fiction, but I have a crap ton of literary fiction to fit in here. So we're gonna have to move some stuff. We're gonna have to take some stuff out. I'm not happy about it. I love that my Donna Tartt shrine right here is always right in the center. It's also right behind me in my videos. I love that. I don't necessarily want to have to get that pushed over. Let's figure it out, shall we? Okay, actually it's a lot less literary fiction than I thought. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 literary fiction, and honestly, I'm not even sure if this is maybe a thriller. I'm gonna put it with literary fiction because I'm not sure. Same thing for the Deloriad. Not sure because I know it's like deranged, but I don't know if it's considered horror, don't know. Also, I forgot one book I need to put on my graphic novel shelf as well. But as you can see, horror and thriller really took over my summer. I think I was subconsciously really ready for October reading, so I have lots of thrillers, lots of horror. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 horror and thriller to put on the shelves, and technically only this much space to work with on the horror and thriller shelves. We gotta make it work, okay? Okay, so I have my literary fiction. Let's get them on the shelves. Again, I sort by author last name, so I'm gonna have to be moving things around, shifting to make space for these last names. Thoughts and prayers, please. This one should be pretty easy because it's really small. Actually, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go around and put these on top of the books close to where they're going to need to go, so I have an idea about like how many books need to be moved in a certain area. So let's do that. So first we have Ventura. Then Tadeo. I already have Tadeo books, so those are going to go here with the other Tadeo. Chang, so that's going to go up here. Actually, I already have space for this one without moving anything, so that can go here. Next, Williams. Manguso. And Dorn. Okay, so this shelf is going to be okay, but I need to move stuff to fit Dorn. Can it squeeze in here? Oh man, it's really tight. I don't want to do that to the books. So I'm gonna have to move this one down. Okay. Also, if while I'm doing this, you see any books where they don't belong alphabetically, no you didn't, okay? Alright, hopefully this can squeeze in here. Oh yeah, I didn't say, but the alphabetical order doesn't go like this, it goes like this, and then up to the next shelf. Just FYI. Okay, so I think we're okay for these three. I squeezed the details in here. All right, let's go over here. All right, the problem is, say hi to Rhaenyra. Hey, Queen. The problem is that I'm in the middle of A Dance with Dragons, and that goes right there. So I need to make sure that I leave room for that to go back on the shelf. So let me go grab that, so I make sure I make room for it. Okay, so I got A Dance with Dragons. Let's put it back on the shelf so we make sure we have room for it. Of course, I have a Hand of the Kingpin, duh. All right, but we gotta make room for this book. Oh man. See, I can squeeze it in there, but I really don't like when there's too much pressure on the books. Like if you really just shove a book in there, it's just not healthy for the book to have that much pressure on it. So I really don't like doing that. So even though technically I could shove it in there, I'm gonna take one out over here. Luckily there is kind of a tiny, tiny, tiny short book over here. So I'll move that. Okay, and that makes it fit a little bit more comfortably. And then I'm going to take A Dance with Dragons back out, put it back on my nightstand. Okay, then this came from up here, so I need to put this down here if there's room. See, even this tiny book, there's not enough room to squeeze it in there. And I have Ghost Lover that needs to go on the shelf, which means I'm going to have to take these books off the end, and that's Lisa Taddeo, and I'd like for my Lisa Taddeos to stay together. So now I'm in a new conundrum because I have 3 Lisa Taddeos and they're going to be broken up. Ugh. Also, I'd like to keep the 3 Lisa Taddeos in publication order. First it was 3 Women, then Animal, then Ghost Lover. But because of my space issue, I think I'm gonna have to put them in a weird order, which is gonna be annoying, but that's how it is. Now we're at a real conundrum because we're at my favorite shelf with my Donna Tartt shrine, and I don't want to take any Donna Tartts off, and I also don't want to take any Yanagihara off, but you can see that these are all Donna Tartt books. So most of the shelf is taken up by Donna Tartt, and I don't want to take off the Yanagihara either. I hate this. Oh wait, Rhaenyra needs to go back home. Dragonstone is up here. So I have 3 books that need to fit into this shelf. I really don't know what to do because I don't want to take any of these books off the shelf. So then I'm like, should I move my Donna Tartt shrine? That would free up a lot of space, but I really like having my Donna Tartts right here because they're in the middle of my shelf. I can see them all the time. Also, they're directly in the background of my videos, which is a good representation of my taste as a reader, and I think that's a good visual to have on my channel. Maybe that's dumb, but that's the logic. It's important to me that people know that I love Donna Tartt. I don't know. I don't know what to do. Also, it was just really lucky that in the alphabet it got to Tartt right here. Like, how lucky is that? You know, it could have been all the way up here where it's not even in the middle, but it's not. It's like right perfect center in the middle. Ugh. So now I'm wondering if I should either go back through and make sure there's not books that belong in another category, like if there are any books who could be classified as thriller or horror and then they can move to the other section, or if I should pull out the like 5 fantasy or science fiction books that I have and create a new section. I don't really want to do that. I don't think that that justifies a new section because, like, for example, I have my Mona Awad up here. You know, I love Mona Awad, but is she considered horror? I don't know, it's like literary horror, you know? So like, shouldn't she be on the literary fiction shelf? But could I justify putting her on the horror shelf? I don't know. But again, you saw how little space I have in the horror section left. Although I do have this Dickens at Christmas book. This could be moved to my classic shelf because it's Charles Dickens and he doesn't really belong in my literary fiction shelf. And this is pretty big, so that would free up a good amount of space. I think I'm gonna do that. Let's do that. But now we have to shift everything up because this was up in the D. So this is going to make some more space. Let's do that. Oh, also I have the Three Musketeers here. I'm gonna put this in the classics too. By the way, this is a copy of the Three Musketeers. I hate this edition, but I bought this at Alexandre Dumas's house in just outside of Paris, actually. I hate this edition, but I had to buy it at his house, so just a fun little fact. But see now too, man, I have a lot of classics up here. Well, not a lot, a few. I have The Beautiful and the Damned too. I'm gonna take this out also. Oh, but then see, we come across Les Mis, and I love this spine. I would love for it to be on this shelf. So I think I'm just gonna keep it on this shelf because I love looking at those books. These books that I've already taken off, I don't love the spine. I don't really care about looking at those. It's my library. I can choose what I want to do, okay? Oh, but now I'm faced with another problem. I'm gonna have to separate my George R.R. Martin books, which isn't great, but whatever. You know what I would like to do? I just got to a huge chunk of Japanese translated fiction. I would like to have a translated fiction section on my shelf. I don't know if I have enough to warrant that right now, but I would like to get to that point. Same thing, the bell jar, it's a classic, it's staying here. Actually, these Shakespeare's could be taken off too. Yay, my Lisa Tadeo can go back together. Oh no, but I have to separate my Donna Tartt now. I have to separate the Donna Tartt. guess I'll put this copy of the Goldfinch in that spot because it's a good fit and it's not like a special edition unlike these other ones. We did it! We made them all fit. So let's take a look. So here we have my literary fiction in alphabetical order, all organized with the new books, and we maintained the integrity of my Donna Tartt shrine despite the Goldfinch being up here, and we kept Hanya on the shelf as well. As you can see, this is my manga section right here. I've already done a bit of moving around because this Nana collection used to be right here and this Sailor Moon stuff used to be down here. But I made some space because I want to put the Japanese Sailor Moon here, and there wasn't enough space for it if I left Nana on the same shelf. So I think up here I'm going to have a lot of shoujo, so like my Nana, Yona the Dawn. I'm going to put some of my newer shoujo up here, my Aizawa, Cardcaptor Sakura, of course. Then this is going to be the Sailor Moon shelf, so my Sailor Moon Eternal editions in English here. I'm going to put the new Japanese ones here. Some Sailor Moon stuff, Luna, Artemis, Diana, of course. Say hi to the Guardians. Hey, girls. Then some horror manga. I've got my Junji Ito, my Kazuo Umes, and some other shoujo. Maybe that's going to go up higher. I'm not sure yet, but let's get into it. All right, so I have all the Japanese Eternal editions here. Let's put them up here. And I have one Japanese edition of Nana. I'm going to put it at the beginning of all my English Nana right here. Oh, it looks so cool. I'm obsessed with the Japanese spine, but here's all the English. Let's add some more shoujo right here. So I definitely want to put this Neighborhood Story Aizawa up here, and also the Omnibus of Paradise Kiss. Also my one volume of Je ne suis pas un ange, also by Aizawa. And then because I think these will look cool here next to all the Nana and the Yona of the Dawn, the Apothecary Diaries. So here we have a full shelf of shoujo. I have this Arc Star huge cutout. Don't mind her. I'm going to frame her and hang her somewhere. If you don't know Arc Star, you definitely need to follow his art. It's amazing, but don't mind her. So here, like I said, I have my horror. I have some shoujo. It didn't fit up there. Also this little Sailor Moon figure. I also got this on vacation. I found out that they sell Sailor Moon stuff at Burlington Coat Factory. Random, I know, but I found her. She's actually kind of hard to find, and she was just at Burlington. So Sailor Moon fans, go check out Burlington Coat Factory. So I have this new Junji Ito. I'm going to put it over here with the other short story by Junji Ito. And then you can see here I have The Drifting Classroom by Kazuo Umes. Excuse me. So I'm going to put these new My Name is Shingo volumes next to The Drifting Classroom. And this light novel for My Happy Marriage. I guess I'll just put it here. So all the manga has been put away. So I only got one nonfiction, this Arc of Want by Gillian Anderson, so that's gonna go up here. So I do organize my nonfiction by author. Right here I have my graphic novels, so I need to put away my 2 volumes of My Favorite Thing is Monsters. I hauled this one. I already had this one, but I pulled it out to show in the video. I just love how these look together on the shelf. I mean, the publishers, thank you for keeping the spines the exact same, despite the fact that they were published a lot of years apart. So thank you, publishers. Okay, I took a little break. Now it's time to work on this, the horror and thriller. Wish me luck. I don't think they're all gonna fit in here. All right, I'm sorry if you're shaking. Your tripod is on the same part of the couch that I'm standing on, so sorry if it seems like there's an earthquake while I'm doing this. All right, first up we have Riley Sager. Actually, I think what I'm going to do again is put the books on top where they're going to go, and then I have an idea. You know what I just realized? I have In the Miso Soup in my literary fiction rather than horror. So that's just creating more problems. So my In the Miso Soup is all the way over here in literary fiction. These two need to go together. Maybe I'm gonna have to move these Stephen King up here and like use these shelves. I don't know, let's see. Okay, so I'm officially full in all three shelves here, and I have 3 more books to put in. So we're definitely gonna have to do something. Oh no, I have 4 more books to put in. Crap. So since I have those Stephen King over there, maybe I should just integrate it into the thriller and horror here because it is horror. And then that would, well no, that doesn't really make sense because I only have a little bit of space left to add for that. I don't know, I really like this picture of the goldfinch being here to show my love for Donut's Art's goldfinch. Alright, I think I'm going to move these Seasons editions down by my cloth bounce. And then I guess I will integrate the Stephen King because why not? It's already there. And then I'm going to integrate this second shelf into the horror and not manga, thrillers. And do like these two, this one. And then those will still be my graphic novels. So let's do some moving around. right, so where does King go? Okay, well, King needs to move for now. My printed collection of all of Donna Tartt's short works, her stories, essays, and poetry. Yes, I had this printed up with all the short work that's free online. Let's see. Oh no, my Alex Michaelides has to get split up. I guess I don't have to. I have a lot of extra space, so I'll just go ahead and go to the next one so that Alex Michaelides can stay together. No, the Riley Sager's gonna get split up. Well, I guess it doesn't have to be. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. I don't love having this set. I like if I have sets to have them separate. That's why the Stephen King was all separate. But, I mean, I had to do what I had to do. So now this is all thriller and horror, and then it ends here, and then those are graphic novels still. I had to do what I had to do. So it's just gonna have to be like that. I am happy with my little Mark Z. Danielewski collection here. My 2 copies of House of Leaves now, because I just hauled that hardback of House of Leaves and The Familiar. And I also have the Whalestow Letters that I haven't read yet, which is like a companion book to House of Leaves. I still need to read that. But yeah, I love that my thriller and horror collection is growing. One little problem is that I have this one lonely graphic novel to add to this shelf, but it's perfectly full. I think I'm just gonna put it right here because technically it is horror graphic novel, and this is my horror and thriller section, so it's just gonna live there for right now. I'm gonna read it soon anyway, and then I'll figure this out. All right, I just put some of these random classics that I pulled out of my literary fiction up here with other random classics. So my shelves are all finished. They look so good. I'm really, really happy. All right, guys, so that's going to do it for this little casual video. I hope that you enjoyed. Definitely let me know if you did. Again, if you want to see more casual stuff from me in the future, I would love to hear from you. I don't want to just be talking into the void, so definitely let me know. What did you think about my shelves? This is probably the most in-depth I've actually ever shown my library before, so maybe you enjoyed that. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll talk to you again next time. Bye!